Alright, so I'm going to show off a bug that a lot of people probably don't even realize exists, and do a quick explanation for why it happens, and hopefully show you how to fix it. So first of all, I'm trying to turn in midair. You'll notice that while I was flying there, my character was slightly turning towards the right, now I'm slightly turning towards the left. It's really slow, kind of hard to notice if you're not looking for it. Turn right, turn left, turn right, turn left. Super slow, super unresponsive. Real quick, let's see what happens when I set the frame rate to 50. Alright, so if you guessed that it will suddenly work, you were correct. Look at this freaking... he's spinning like a fucking ballerina, it's so crazy fast. Look at that. I don't know how much this affects the gameplay, but I think it looks better, so... Alright, so, like I said, this is related to the frame rate. I don't know if I said it, but it is. It's Fang attaching physics transformations to the update methods again. Explain that in a minute. So, let's dig into this bug real quick, and then we'll figure out how to fix it. So first thing of note is that the game tries to turn your character in the late update frames. This runs about as often as your FPS and runs a little later than the normal update frames, hence the name. That distinction doesn't really matter in this explanation though. So, there is a well-known practice in Unity to not do anything physics related in an update frame. This is because physics needs to be consistent in its calculations regardless of your FPS. AOTTG turns your character via a quaternion.lerp on the update frame. This basically just makes the turn gradual, that's what the quaternion.lerp is, and how fast your character turns is dependent on the time.delta time, which just is the amount of time since the last frame. So your character turns gradually based on the time between frames. When that time is short, such as when you have a high FPS, the delta time gets smaller. When that delta time gets smaller, the speed at which your character turns is lowered. This is the root of the problem. At a slower frame rate, the character will turn faster because delta time will be bigger, thus increasing the lerp speed. The reason this happens comes down to the math behind the quaternion.lerp, which I won't go into here, both because this isn't a math class and because I kind of forgot a lot of the underlying math. This issue is why most Unity devs don't put physics manipulations in update frames, so that their game's physics calculations won't depend on the frame rate. Alright, so now that you've seen why this is a thing, the easiest solution is to just limit your frame rate to around 60 FPS. The easiest way to do this is to just use your mod of choice and set the frame rate. If you are determined to stick with vanilla, then there is actually a trick. Turn the graphics settings all the way up and it will silently enable VSync. And VSync will lock your FPS to somewhere around 60 most likely unless you're using a really high-end monitor. This will do about the same job. If you are a CE mod user, my mod will have an option to basically fix this bug in it on the next public release. This test version I'm using actually has it. I don't have it enabled right now so that I could show off the problem. If you're a modder, go to hero.lateupdate. From there, go to the end of the method and you will find a quaternion.lerp. That's the line of code that is basically the focus of this video. Move that to the end of fixed update and it will solve the problem entirely. That's what CE mod does to fix it behind the scenes. If you're not a modder, just wait until your mod updates or wait until CE mod updates with its next public release version and there will be an option to fix this. I'm very curious if this bug actually heavily affects gameplay or not. I'm not really sure, honestly. So I guess we'll find out. That's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this short little another thing Fang messed up video. I'm probably going to do some more of these as I find topics that I want to talk about. So, till the next one, until the next CE public release, see ya.